Hello, I'm Simon Calder, the host of Back to the City Minneapolis Music Conversation, and in this special video compilation that we put together for Rift magazine, I'm going to be talking with singer-songwriters who are releasing exciting records throughout February, and in the case of Joe Carey, at the very end of last month. Coming up in this episode, we have Joe Carey, whose comeback record came out at the end of January. Dave SANDERSFELD, who is about to have a record release at the Caboose this coming Wednesday, featuring Tom AYDAN and Jay Smart. Just one day after that, at the Turf Club on Thursday, Sam Cooke will be releasing his EP, In Space. That EP was produced by Jeremy Ilvasaka. Sam has an all-star band, including, for example, Al Church on drums. Very much worth checking out that EP and record release show. And then finally, Michael Gunvalson from Val's Son, whose Miracles EP will be released at Aldrich Church on Saturday the 18th of February. I'm your host, Simon Calder. We are spoilt for choice with singer-songwriters in the Twin Cities this month. I hope you enjoy getting to meet some of them in this episode. Right now, the spotlight is on the Dave SANDERSFELD EP. Let's take a quick journey through that EP.
Sure.
I think it's got a nice trajectory. It opens with the song Hello, Hello, which is, a nice, pleasant, welcoming way to begin an EP. And I feel, so when I listen to that song, I feel like it's like an address, it's like a first address to someone. It's like the real beginning of something.
Yeah, it's the way I guess I interpret it when I wrote it is that it's kind of about meeting somebody that you haven't met actually, and it's about like somebody that you've met that you needed to meet, and then you've gone through all this darkness and all these are hard times, and then you meet somebody and it's like, oh okay. You know what I mean? Like
the light at the end of the tunnel.
The light at the end of the tunnel. Exactly.
And we'll look back at the dark tunnel.
Yeah.
Like the middle of the EP will be like.
Hence the chorus, is hello, hello. I've been waiting for you. Through the sorrows and darkest moments, and it's very like it's just about meeting somebody new. Yeah.
So is this kind of you're kind of fictionalizing, or you're creating a future for yourself in that song? Yeah. Which I think many people can obviously relate to.
Yeah.
There's something that I think that's a great thing about the record, because it is very relatable, but each of the songs
interpretation and stuff.
The scenario, it's not an obvious, that's not a tried and tested formula, is it? Like imagining meeting
I think the whole EP has a lot of just what I've kind of gone through in the last year and a half or so, and I think it's
and hope to go through in the next year and a half.
But it's about just new beginnings and relationships that have failed, and just just going through the motion.
So there's an interesting contrast then, or relationship between Hello, Hello and then Paralyzed. They're almost at opposite ends of the spectrum, because if Hello, Hello is meeting somebody new, then Paralyzed seems to be warning somebody old or present about
more so
yourself.
Yes. No, that's a really good way of putting it. It's kind of exactly what it is, and it's almost like I don't want it to sound depressing, but it's kind of like an apology in a way to that past.
Okay.
But in an uplifting kind of way.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So there's an interesting relationship between the past and the future here on this record.
Yeah.
So Paralyzed is right in the center.
It's the fourth song.
So when you were thinking of the sequencing, is there any significance? So Hello, Hello is an obvious opening.
Yes, Hello, Hello is an obvious opener. I mean, a lot of the way it flows was just kind of on a feeling, honestly. Like I just thought it just really flowed that way. Yes, Hello, Hello is I think is a good introduction song, and it has that that meaning behind it, which I think is cool. And then it goes into Better Than This,
which you debuted on Back to the City.
I did. Actually, I originally that was pretty much the first song that I knew was going to be on the EP. Probably almost a year ago now.
And it has something that really struck me about it is the interesting time signature and like there's a shift in time signature.
There is, yes. It goes from just your standard 4/4 to I want to I think it's 6/8.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's 6/8.
Sounds like 6/8 to me.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's 6/8. So that was actually unintentional at first until I think when I started rehearsing with the band. Somebody was like, yeah, it's a different time signature. but which I like. I think is really cool. Getting to mess with that.
They're not only cool, they're really astute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That song's more. I think that song is pretty generalized as far as how you want to interpret it. As far as Better Than This goes, because it doesn't have to be about a person. It can be about like maybe I don't know what's going on with the country right now or whatever. Just it's kind of a longing for wanting something better, you know. And it's
the lyric is because I'm craving something better than this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's preceded by wait for me.
Yes.
Wait for me. I will always be there because I'm craving something better.
And like that's where I think it's up to interpretation because it could be about a love or a friend or about just somebody that needs your presence. You know what I mean?
Why wait for me?
Well, so the verses, I have to back up a little bit because the verses are saying basically, I can't shake this feeling that I'll always be there, and so will you. Through everything we've gone through together.
Okay, so we're in the tunnel. We're in the dark tunnel at the moment.
Yeah.
I can't shake the feelings that we'll come out of the tunnel.
Yes.
And I won't be. At this point, I'm not imagining finding someone new. I'll be with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, if you wait for me, I'll always be there, type thing.
Yeah.
You know, and but yeah, like I said, I think it's kind of just all about how you want to interpret that song. Whether it's, I mean, it can easily be related to a relationship, or it could be related to just wanting something better.
It seems like the key word is craving, then.
Yeah.
Because I'm craving something better than this. So we can certainly relate to.
Yes. Wanting something.
I'm craving something better than this.
Yeah.
Current moment. Not this current moment. This is lovely.
Yeah.
Don't have to get to corner time.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So if that's the song that's about, so Hello Hello is that craving too? It's hopeful. It's desiring something.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say it's hopeful.
Yeah. But craving seems like there's like a visceral aspect to craving.
Like you need
like
it.
You're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like you're in the dark place.
Yeah.
And, so it's interesting. These first two songs, there's different types of desire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Different types of a more comfortable yearning, and then we get into
a more like I need it.
I need it.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the third track is Back Again.
Yeah, that's kind of a rescue song for me. I think it's about like it's kind of I'm almost singing from a different person's perspective on like heartbreak. You know what I mean? Where I think it's you know how does that song start out? It starts out with
When your heart feels too deeply.
There you go. Yeah, it starts out with when your heart feels too deeply and there is no place to run to.
Lie in bed
until the cool of the morning.
Yeah.
Wake up, start again. You know, it's just about that kind of that grind when you're feeling like a heavy heart with whatever it is that you're going through.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of singing it to somebody that has that heartbreak. You know, about being there and bringing them back to a happy place.
Okay, because it is a human experience that I'd say everyone can relate to, heartbreak in some point.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So
be pretty
impressive
to play that. Well, I don't know. Would it be lucky if you never experienced heartbreak?
And I think you wouldn't be able to appreciate the SANDERSFELD EP.
Or a lot of other things in life.
Or most things.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so.
And then that segues into Paralyzed, which is
But so we're still on Back Again. The recurring lyric in the chorus is "You gave it all away, and now it's gone." So
it's about giving. I mean, like you gave yourself away to somebody. You know, and it didn't work out.
Are you trying to reassure this heartbroken person that is a false idea? That the idea of having given everything away and it being an end is gone because something totally different could be at the other end.
Sure, I don't want to say like I'm giving like a false idea. Like what they went through wasn't something that wasn't.
Their experience
or whatever.
is their experience. It's real.
Yeah.
But it's a particular narrative, and their narrative could evolve into
Yeah, I mean, saying that you gave it all away and that it's gone doesn't mean that you can't get it back again through something else. Some form of, you know.
There'll be a new person.
There'll be a new thing, a new chapter. Yeah. You know.
And one last thing about Back Again, there's a really intriguing ask that you make of the person. You ask them to think of you as something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, again, I feel like the human situation is something that is kind of universal, everyone can relate to, but the image is always something about it which is quite distinct and quite unconventional. And makes us think, hang on, no, there's something a bit more specific about what's happening here. What do you ask of the person to, what are we to think of you as? Or what is who to think of you as?
A ship that will hold you. So so basically like a safety net.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll be there and I'll help you out. You know.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a rescue song. It's like.
So you are Dave SANDERSFELD to the rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this
the rescue ship.
In this song.
Right before you become terrible Dave SANDERSFELD. Not to the not. That's a bit extreme. But the next song is Paralyzed.
Yeah, Paralyzed. I mean, Paralyzed. Like the verses are more exactly what it is being paralyzed in this relationship, and then not to make things dark. I swear it's not as dark when you listen to the song, but it's
but you isolate
it's about being paralyzed by somebody in a relationship, and then the pre-chorus, you know, is saying. See, I'm really bad at remembering my lyrics in these pre-choruses.
This is not written down. I turn my back. So are we in the chorus by the time I turn my back on everyone I need?
I'm sorry. So it's "Don't Leave Me Hanging Around" is the pre-chorus. I remembered it. So you know, and then
Don't leave me hanging around.
Yeah, and then that segues into the chorus, which is, you know, saying I turn my back on everyone I need, and I guess sometimes it's about that impulse you have. And you don't really know what to do, so you get out of something, but you're trying to get better, you know?
Yeah, and that's the lyric too.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get better. But then the next lyric is, I fall in love with everyone I see, everyone but me.
Yeah.
So you don't fall in love with yourself.
Well, I mean, no, I do, I guess, but I mean, in that certain moment, in that song, when I was writing that, I mean, maybe it was a little bit of a darker place.
So, but it seems like it's throughout the record, throughout the EP, we're either establishing a new relationship with someone, surveying what the status quo is of a given relationship, thinking, you know, in Back Again, is it Back Again where we're thinking things are going to be okay, we'll climb through the tunnel together?
That's better than this.
That's better than this. So in Better Than This, we're thinking things are going to be okay, we'll emerge from this dark tunnel together.
Yeah.
In Paralyzed, things might not be okay. I might need to leave you in the tunnel.
Yeah.
I might have to come out of the tunnel and go our separate ways.
Yeah. I guess yes. You can say that.
But then the relationship with yourself, I think, is interesting because through each of these different relationships, so you know, assessing the state of any given one, imagining future relationships. Of course, like the relationship of Dave SANDERSFELD with himself is shifting. That's one of the most interesting things.
It is, and that's
EP, I think.
Yeah, me too. And then that's why what I was saying about "You Can Fall" is being the result of all of that.
Okay.
That's why I put that
the
song.
Final song is called "You Can Fall."
Yeah.
And is it so in part? I imagine in part that you is Dave SANDERSFELD.
No, I mean I think it's in general.
Yeah,
I mean,
anyone.
For anybody, because I think the premise of the song is that it's okay to fall. It's okay to be down, and like you've been down before and you've gotten back up. You know, and that's the whole. I think that's the whole resolve of the EP, which is really nice for me. Like when I listen to it, because it just ends in this, you know, kind of this beautiful like it's okay that this happened and everything's fine now.
Because that's the refrain at the end, isn't it? I've been down before.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've throughout the interview we've been using the metaphor of going through a dark tunnel, but we can imagine being in a dark hole. You know, I've been down in this hole before.
Yeah.
And so is that
Look at you, you're out of it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So just the EP as a whole, is it suggesting there are ups and downs in life?
Absolutely.
Reminder.
Yeah.
It's
about you know, having failed relationships. It's about going through that stuff, and it's about you know, hope and new beginnings, and it's kind of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It begins with a new beginning.
It does.
And it ends with
that it's okay to be down sometimes. Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
It's interesting in terms of chronology that it kind of ends. If we're thinking of life as a series of ups and downs, it ends kind of like in the middle of the cycle with an acknowledgement there. This is the middle of the cycle.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I mean, it's kind of I mean, that's kind of what relieves the tension. I feel like of being confused of these ups and downs. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what's nice about ending with that kind of tonality.
Would you say that you're embracing every aspect of this cycle then? As opposed to, because I mean, an alternative could be, you know, to try and be very stoic and say, well, life is like this, so I'll try and detach myself from the feeling of depression, or you know, or but it seems
we
like
all try to control situations as much as we can, you know. But I think it's definitely, in the end, it's still important to kind of go through things that you have to go through.
That's human. Yeah, it's something, and
it makes you better. It makes you learn.
And more fully human. So to celebrate each of these moments, different moments in the cycle that we've just been theorizing about, rather than theorizing about the cycle and trying to overcome it, because we have this, perhaps we might have a craving or a yearning to not feel down, and so someone might choose to avoid the ups and downs if they come as a package. The stoical thing would be, I'll just try and avoid that whole package. But no, instead, in this series of songs, at different moments in this cycle, you celebrate this, you celebrate that. And it's almost like a kind of, it redeems the whole, a glorification of that.
Absolutely.
Type of journey.
Yeah, totally agree with you.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we can enjoy the roller coaster ride of the ups and downs.
Yeah.
And the desire to have a ship, a Dave Sandersfeld shaped ship.
Yeah.
That will just liberate us from the cycle. It's part of the cycle too. But we'll still be ups and downs even once we're going.
Yeah. I want people to listen and go through those emotions as roller coasters, you know, and then hopefully reflect that everything happens for a reason, everything's good, you know? What
emotions are we going to be going through on as we experience, for most of us, the first time, the Tom AYDAN duo?
I don't really know myself yet.
But so we've been talking very abstractly about the kind of attitude to life that there is in Dave's EP, and we've kind of unearthed that the EP is celebrating each of these different moments in the cycle. So it's almost as if it's not. So the darkness of the tunnel is explored and given its due just as much as the lightness that that is a different memory.
We're yearning for, yeah.
Would you say, is your music doing something similar or different in terms of, you know, what different aspects of life is it foreground?
I think my music is just simply an expression of a mood or a feeling that either I myself am actually going through or imagining in some kind of artistic capacity. And I think I mess with extremes a lot as well in my music, and I think I very much like to play with making something that is one thing, expressing it in the opposite way, and I try and explore that live as well, and we'll try and explore that live at this show.
As a ship that will hold you and bring you back again.
Thank you very much to Rift Magazine for putting out this episode of Back to the City, focused as it is on singer-songwriters releasing exciting records in February. I've been Simon Calder. This is Back to the City, Minneapolis Music Conversation. Thanks for tuning in.